My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. 30 plus years of clinical experience in medicine. Today I want to talk to you about the four common denominators of lifestyle that I see in all my very old but very healthy patients. I see every day from Monday, I apologize, it's getting late. From Monday through Saturday, right, when I work every day from Monday to Saturday, 8 to 10 hours a day at our beautiful cardiovascular clinic. I have only one day of rest, that is Sunday. Every day, 8 to 10 hours, I see a lot of elderly people, right? Because I work in a cardiology department, cardiology clinic, a lot of our patients are very old people in their late 70s, in their mid 80s, in their late 80s, in their mid 90s, in their late 90s. I see a lot of old patients, right? A lot of them are in very bad shape. They are obese, they have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, they have dementia, they had stroke, heart failure, heart attack, kidney disease. They are very obese, at least overweight, right? This group of very old people who are very sick, in very bad shape. But I see every day a lot of my patients who are very old, in their 80s, in their 90s, but my God, amazingly good shape. Their brain is super sharp, right? They have maybe at most a few little things in their heart when I check it, right? Their heart is pretty good for their age. They have maybe a little bit of elevation of their cholesterol, which they control with a little bit of statins. They have a little bit mildly elevated or moderately elevated high blood pressure that they control with maybe 1 or 2 medications, no big deal. And maybe they have a little bit of pre-diabetes that they control with a little bit of metformin. But most of them are absolutely not obese, are absolutely not overweight, right? They're pretty lean, nice, good looking. They might have a little belly, a little bit belly, like a 5-month pregnant woman, right? A little bit of belly. But my God, they look good. They need absolutely no help to get in and off the exam table. They go to the restroom quickly, they come back, right? When they need to empty their bladder, they have no diaper, they are really in good shape. They talk to you and they are smart. I ask them all the time about their past profession before they retire. A lot of them tell me they don't retire a lot and blah, 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 right? So I have 2 groups of patients who are very old, in their mid-80s, mid-90s, who are very sick, and the other group very healthy. In this group that are very healthy, as you know, I always ask my patient, all of my patients, I spend 1 hour per patient. Think about that. 1 hour. So I have the time to talk to them. If I haven't seen them before, I ask them about their lifestyle, their profession, what they eat, do they exercise, blah, blah, blah. What were they doing, how many kids they have, what language they speak. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I socialize a lot. I spend a lot of time when I bring a patient inside the room. Before I examine their heart, I spend a lot of time to socialize. And I love it. I will never do anything else, right? And a lot of those, most of those who are super old, in their mid-80s, mid-90s, and who are super healthy, still very sharp, have absolutely never had a stroke or a heart attack or a cancer or this, who are very lean, don't have obesity, huge diabetes, high blood pressure that you can't control, and blah, 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 all these nasty diseases like kidney failure, liver failure. All of them give me 4 common denominators in the lifestyle. And the number one is always, they started probably 20 years ago, a lot of them maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's never late to eat only 1 time per day. And when they eat 1 time per day is a little bit. Now, when they eat 1 time per day, it doesn't mean they don't snack. So they are exactly doing what I do right now. 10 years ago, I'm now 50 years young, right? 10 years ago, in my early 40s, right? I started to eat only one time, only one breakfast. It doesn't mean I don't have a lunch, but my lunch is a little snack of peanut or almonds or one avocado and 2 eggs. I don't sit down anymore like the old days, have a big sandwich and a pizza and a burgers and fries. Those days are gone. And then the dessert and then fruits and then this. No. And then when I come back, I go to the kitchen. I have my protein juice, pure protein powder with cocoa powder, 100% pure, no sugar, nothing. And I go to the gym 2 hours. I come back, then I have the same thing. I might have a little avocado, some olive oil, tomato. I mean, I posted my diet. So they are just like me. It's amazing. And I love it because I learn from these old people. I want to copy them so that I will be like them when I get old, right? And number one, they always eat 1 meal per day. Even though they snacking no big deal. They have tea in the afternoon, they have coffee, and always no sugar added, nothing has to be pure, right? They always tell you that, and I do the same thing, I swear to God, right? So, tiny little food for their 1 meal, the rest is only little snacks. And I posted video about the best snacks. The best snacks is an avocado, some eggs, olive oil, tomato paste, 1-2 tablespoons of yogurt, canola oil, walnut oil. These are super beautiful. Pistachios, a handful of pistachios. No sugar, no salt, no nothing, right? It has to be pure. Peanut butter, pure peanut butter. These are wonderful snacks. I posted video about this. How I take only 1 lunch per day, which is my one meal per day, which is my breakfast. The rest is only tiny little snacks, protein juice, blah, 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 avocado. Yeah, I mean, you get it. The second thing they tell me all the time is that physically they are active. They are always active. It doesn't mean they exercise, but they are active physically. They walk, they do gardening, right? They always tell me, all of them, that they walking. You don't have to. Exceptionally, I see a few who tell me that they run, even though they run at small, tiny pace, right? Like imagine a 90-year-old or an 80-year-old running in his backyard, right? Doing little circles, or in his neighborhood, right? Those are little paces, right? But all of them, no exception, they walk, right? Every day. And I ask them all the time, every day, they say yes, every day. And in addition, a lot of them, they do gardening. You have to get up, or this way, that way. So they are physically active. And that's why I'm doing too. I've been going to the gym since I was a teenager. I'm 50 years young. Since I was a 14-year-old teenager, I've been going to the gyms. Over there in Europe, then when I came to America, there is no exception. It just cannot happen. Every day I do 2 hours at the gym. Right? Now you don't have to do that. Go 1 hour, go half an hour, but do it on a regular basis, at least 3 or 4 times a week, right? I go every day, 2 hours. I do my cardio and I push weight, and I'm in super shape, super great shape. So number 1, 1 meal per day, healthy food, no garbage, the rest is all snack. Number two is physical activity. Again, it doesn't mean you have to run and go to the gym, but it means you need at least to walk, right? And you need to do gardening, lifting weights, pushing weights. Go buy weights, cheap. Order them, go buy them in any store, at Amazon, dumbbell and stuff, barbell and kettlebell. Bring them home in front of your TV and every day push and lift weight. If you're younger, go to the gym. If you're older, you don't have the stamina, the energy to go every day to the gym, then do your gym at home. You can do push-ups, you can do crunches, you can do everything at home, right? In order to maintain your muscle mass and to avoid sarcopenia, muscle loss, sarcopenia of aging, and to avoid osteoporosis, especially you women who go into menopause. You need to lift weight and push weight. If you don't put strength on your bones are not going to harden no matter how much vitamin D and calcium you take, right? It's like taking protein every day, a lot of protein, but never lifting any weight. So that muscle not going to get big. In order for your muscle to grow and to become hypertrophic, right? Look at this muscle, right? In order for your muscle to get big, you need not only to get protein, right, in your diet, but also to put the muscle under strain. So it's the same for you after a certain age, right? Women more important, right? You need to put the bones under stress. So you need to lift weight and you need to push weight. If you just walk, it's not going to do no cazzo, right? Walking is not going to do no cazzo for your osteoporosis prevention. You need to get the vitamin D, the calcium, you need to walk, and you need to push and lift weight to have your bones everywhere and your joints and your muscles strong. Number 3, these old people who are in this group of super healthy, super sharp, very old people that I see every day from Monday to Saturday at our beautiful cardiovascular clinic. They always tell me that they are socially engaged. Their brain is constantly engaged. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go back and learn mathematics, physics, chemistry. I learn every freaking week advanced mathematics, advanced physics, advanced chemistry, advanced medicine. I am learning my language number 6, which is the Thai language, blah, blah, blah. And I'm learning constantly about medicine, new medication, new treatment, new diseases, surgery. I mean, it's crazy. I just don't have the time because I need also to sleep 9 hours a night, right? But you get my point. You don't need to learn like mathematics, and you don't need to learn the game of chess, which is also fantastic, or another language. But be socially engaged. Be socially engaged. Volunteer at the church, at the mosque, at the synagogue, at the temple. Whatever the katsu is, your religion, volunteer there. And or go to the nursing home, volunteer over there, volunteer at the food bank, right? Volunteer to help, to teach disabled children, right? Volunteer at the hospital as a hospital visitor to go see these poor cancer patients, these poor elderly people who are alone, who are lonely, who suffer from depression, anxiety, loneliness. It's crazy. There's so many ways, right, to be socially engaged, to keep your brain going, right? I keep my brain going because I work from Monday to Saturday, 8 to 10 hours a day. That's my socialization. Believe it or not, I can count the number of friends on the fingers of one hand. I have maybe only 3 friends. Because the friends, my family members are away. I live in California, in Mountain View, California. My family members are out of state or live in other countries. So my family, my friends are my patients, are my co-workers. My patients are whom I love and they love me. That's a huge freaking family. My brain is constantly engaged when I'm at work. Then I go to the gym, right? And then when I come home, as soon as I have free time, I either sleep at night, and if I don't sleep at night, before I go to bed, I study, I read, right? I improve my languages, my 6th language, the Thai language, my game of chess, advanced mathematics, physics. I read about medicine, the latest discoveries. My brain is constantly active, right? You don't need to have a lot of friends, guys. Enjoy the solace of solitude. Have just 2, maybe 1, 2 or 3 friends, but be engaged. Keep the brain going. So number 1, healthy food, only 1 meal per day. The rest is snacks, and they eat little bit, low amount of calories. Number two, exercise. And I said again, exercise. You know what I mean? Exercise doesn't need to be like me, 2 hours at the gym every day. Number 3, social engagement, brain engagement. Number 4, they always tell me that they sleep a lot. And when I say a lot, it's at least 8 hours. Most of them 8.5 to 9 hours. I started to sleep on a regular schedule, no exception, 365 days a year from 9 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't even put my alarm clock. My brain wakes me up automatically at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed all the time at the same time, no exception. Whether it's a holiday, Saturday, Sunday, work day, 9 o'clock, I'm in bed, and I don't take my computer or any book over there. I just go to bed, right? Because I have accustomed my brain. I have trained my brain, right? The same way you train a dog, right? I have trained my brain to fall asleep at 9 o'clock. I put my head after 2 minutes. I fall asleep like a baby. And I don't even wake up at all. Maybe one time. And I pee, that's it, I go back to bed. And then automatically I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. My brain is sharp. My memory is super sharp, right? I can learn better than I was 20 years old, 30 years. I wish I had this brain when I was in medical school. I wish I had this brain when I was in college. My God, the older I get, the more efficient is my brain. The more efficient is my memory. The more efficient is my cognitive abilities, right? So you have to do that with healthy diet, good exercise, good social engagement, and of course, good amount of sleep. I posted a video about sleep. Make sure that you train your brain the same way you train a dog. Your brain has to be trained, accustomed to go to bed at the same time at night and then wake up at the same time in the morning. Don't make it one night at midnight and then the other night 10 o'clock and then the other night 2 o'clock in the morning, the other night 9 o'clock. Don't do that. That's why people are so stressed out. They have trouble falling asleep. They develop anxiety, depression, blah, blah, blah. Because people don't sleep enough. They don't get enough quality of sleep. And of course, their memory is a disaster. Because the number one memory booster, and I posted a video about that, the number one memory booster is your sleep. You need to have good amount of sleep, good number of hours, and good quality to boost your memory, to keep you sharp, and to avoid dementia, right? So I feel so lucky, I feel so privileged to be able to see how I will look in 30 years from now. I'm 50. In 30 years, I'll be 80. In 40 years, I'll be 90. In 50 years, God willing, I will be 100 years young, right? I can see myself in my own patients. I see this group of very sick, very old people, but very sick, and I do everything to not be like them, and I talk to them a lot so that I can sense their lifestyle, and I can see by the fact that most of them are obese or overweight, and most of them have a lot of diseases that were easy to prevent, for God's sake. And I don't want to ask about their regrets and blah, blah, blah. But I know that deep inside they regret a lot of their lifestyle in the past 40 or 50 years when they were younger, right? Remember, it's never late to start a proper good lifestyle. And on the other side, I see these elderly people in their 80s, 90s who are in super good shape, right? And I learn from them. And God willing, I want to be like them. So don't forget, number one, little amount of food, 1 time per day. The rest, make it snacks. I posted video about that. Number 2, exercise. Number 3, social and brain engagement and brain activity. Constant, daily, right? Don't sit down every day behind a freaking TV and watch movies or do video game. It's crazy what people do. And since they're starting at a very young age, these people will develop dementia very early in their life. And number 4, of course, good amount of sleep. Right? Good amount of sleep. Now, everybody has a different number for the amount of sleep. For me, 9 hours is the best. Do not sleep more than 9 hours. It's bad for you. 9 hours is the maximum. And for me, it's a perfect number. And by following the elderly people, by following the old generation, we learn a lot. I learn a lot. It's fascinating. I don't learn anything from little kids, little babies, little adults like me and you, right? In middle-aged adult, right? Advanced age adult. But we learn a lot from the wisdom, from the knowledge, from the experiences, from the regrets, from the actions or from the inactions of elderly people. Try to do everything you can to surround yourself every day by old people. Unfortunately, it's difficult because old people nowadays in our Western societies, they are sent to this nursing home. Nobody goes visit them. We don't see old people anymore, right? Except when we were young, we had grandma, grandpa, but then they die and you are alone, and all the old people you see on TV or the guy over there in the neighborhood, right? We are not surrounded anymore by elderly people like in the old days or like in villages in other countries, right? In little towns and villages in other countries, the elderly people are part of the community. They never go. There's no such thing as a nursing home, or in other countries that are not as developed as the US and European countries. European countries, the same, they are becoming like the US. And I'm from Europe and the Middle East too. I'm kind of bicultural, Middle East and Europe. Elderly people are being sent quickly to this nursing home. Nobody takes care of them. Nobody cares for them. It's really bad. It's really sad. But if you go to other countries that are less developed than Western countries, my God, the elderly people are part of the community. You see that still in a Western country. If you go in old villages, in little communities, little towns, are way away from the big urban cities, right? The older people are in the communities. They grow. They are part of us, right? And they are how we will be ourselves. But me, Dr. B, I'm 50 years young and I feel so privileged to be surrounded daily by old people, to learn from them. And I will do everything, and I've been doing everything since I've been 40 years young to be in this group that will age gracefully, and you can do it too. God willing, you can do it too. Watch my videos, follow my guidance, follow my advices so that both of us, we can age gracefully and die healthy at the age of 100 in our sleep, in our bed, God willing. Dr. B loves you. Dr. B loves medicine, regardless of your gender, politics, ethnicity, religion, color of your skin, your race. I don't give a cazzo. I love you. All of you, men, women, anything in between, black, white, Latino, atheist, religious, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist. I love you all. Dr. B graduated, I apologize, I need to say, Dr. B graduated more than 30 years ago from medical school, and I took the Hippocratic oath to never, ever, ever put my interest above yours. You will be always above me, and I will never betray my oath, my Hippocratic oath. I will always be loyal to my Hippocratic oath. Put your comments, your question, any cazzo you want to ask, put it down there. I promise I will get back to you as soon as I can in my busy but lovely life. I love you guys. Hope to talk to you next time. Bye-bye.